Happy holidays, NYAI, students, staff, parents, everyone. This is Mr. Travis, and I'm here with your parent meeting recap. We had a meeting on December the 18th for our parents, and a lot of people weren't able to come, so I always do this recap video to let you know what's going on and what we discussed at the meeting. So this is your virtual video meeting, and I hope you enjoy and give me your attention and listen to what's going on. So first, to start out, you should have received a text today saying that we had an added performance for everyone, and we're gonna disregard that. The performance for Sunday for the drumline is still on, but we're also gonna add another location that the drumline will go to. The Prancing Tigerettes of Memphis, Tennessee. You've seen them on Bring It television show here in Raleigh. They have a dance studio in Raleigh, and they're having an event called the Evening of Stars this Sunday that begins at 5 o'clock. But the drumline will be a special guest, and they will end off the show around 6:30, 6:45 time frame. So everything still stands. You drop your students off at the Tin Roof on Beale Street, the drumline. All the drummers get dropped off down at the Tin Roof on Beale Street, but we'll be transporting the drummers and carpooling them from Tin Roof when that event is over to the dance studio in Raleigh, and then we'll bring them back to Holmes Road for pickup later that night. Make sure everyone, but although the majorettes and cheerleaders are not participating, we're asking that all of the whole NYAI family, staff, and friends come out to this event this Sunday. The Tin Roof presents G and the Crew live from 2 to 6 p.m. The drum line is to be there no later than 2:30. 2:30 is our meet time. We perform around 3:30. But if you can come at 2 o'clock with your family and friends, we'll be performing. It's on the 22nd, this Sunday. That's the address to the Tin Roof. It's 315 Beale Street. Everything is free. It's free to get in. Food is just charged by the restaurant. You can order what you want. They have alcoholic beverages and regular beverages. It's a family environment. Family is welcome. Children are friendly. It's a kid-friendly environment, so you can bring them. Also, we'll be performing a little bit on Beale Street, the drum line. So come out and support us. Liberty Mutual and Joshua Alonzo, which is one of the sponsors of the van and the sponsors of this event, will be giving away a $50 gas card for the family or the person that brings the most or invites the most people. So we'll just ask those that brought people to stand, and however many people are with us, the most people will be, they'll get a $50 gas card. So make sure you participate in it. So let me tell you what else is going on with NYAI. After this Sunday, we will be taking a break. We'll be moving on to a couple of places. We'll be moving on to doing some other activities. But the most important thing is our trip to Atlanta, Georgia. So I discussed a lot last night about our trip to Atlanta, Georgia. Our trip to Atlanta, Georgia will be January the 24th through the 26th. The 24th through the 26th. So let me pull up the information for Atlanta and PDF, Atlanta trip. And this is, that's the itinerary. And so one of these is it. That's it. We'll bring this up for you. Hopefully you can see it. Yes, this is NYAI to the 100 Ballad of Bands, Friday, January 24th through Sunday, January 26th in Atlanta, Georgia. It is time to kick off in the high gear and pay for our trip to Atlanta. We have signed contracts on the hotel and buses for this day, so we must make our payment deadlines. Let's hustle and pay on time. December and January dues are satisfied by paying and going on the trip. If your child is not going to Atlanta, please pay dues for January. We want all our kids to go and experience this event. The cost per student has now been finalized, and it is $250 per student. That includes room and board for 2 nights, the bus transportation, dinner on Friday night, breakfast on Saturday and Sunday morning, lunch on Sunday, snacks throughout the trip for the students, insurance for the organization. There's some event insurance, $1 million policy that I always purchase when we go on large trips like this to cover everything or anything that could possibly happen, including natural disasters. Ticket to the 100 Ballad of Bands, and it also includes a ticket to the Georgia Aquarium. Students will be responsible for their Saturday lunch and dinner, Sunday dinner, on their own with their own spending money, whatever you desire to spend with them, okay, or send with them. We're going to depart from Holmesville Elementary at 5 p.m. headed to Atlanta, Georgia. There are 2 payment deadlines, and these are some strict deadlines because these deadlines will determine that we're going on a trip or not. There's strict deadlines because I have stretched these deadlines to the very possible last day, which will make us meet our goals and deadlines of our contracts. So $75 is due by December the 23rd. We've already discussed about the Krispy Kreme, and so to help you in this Christmas season, I've already given out the Krispy Kreme fundraiser certificates. And if you sell 15 of those certificates, you'll secure $75 in profit to make your deposit. So you just sell the 15 Krispy Kreme donut certificates, turn that in, which equals up the $10 certificate, that equals up to $150. And that half of that is our profit, and the $75 will be paid for your child. It's important that we do this because we have to purchase our tickets to the Battle of Bands first. That's the first thing we're doing with the funds for the trip. And so the tickets to the Battle of Bands are about $35 or $30, and we're purchasing those on the 23rd, Monday. We're gonna buy a complete section, and that will cover everyone who rides in the bus. And I have a few extra tickets, and for some of those that are driving can purchase with us, but that's a portion of the deposit, a portion of it. The other portion of the deposit will go into the bank to help us be able to secure a deposit for our bus and our hotel. $175 is due by January the 17th, 2020. The trip is the 24th. The 17th is 10 days away from the 24th. And so we must have this $175 in on the 17th. That's a Friday. So just please adhere to that. It says no performing students can ride with or room with parents, family that are going. They must pay and travel with the team. That's just something I always say. If one of the students is performing, like say the drumline is performing Sunday morning, I need them to be with the team and not riding with you unless we make some adjustments or arrangements for that. But this is not per se a performance trip, like we're going strictly to perform or a big, great performance. So that really doesn't apply to this. All rooms must be booked by January 15th. So if you plan on booking a room at the hotel that we're staying at because you're traveling and following the bus, all those rooms must be booked on your own by January 15th. And our bus contract, just to let you know, must be paid in full by January 20th. So the 17th and the 20th are 3 days away from each other. So if I don't have all the money to pay for the bus by the 20th, we're not able to go. Please pay all on time. Do not help us lose our contract because of non-payment and late payments. I expect all students to go and perform. So I expect all the drum line to go and perform. We really want to make a good name for NYAI in the city of Atlanta. We've been invited to Mount Nebo Baptist Church in Atlanta to perform. We want to make sure we do good on that. Aquarius, let me know what my time is. What my time looking like?
8:20.
We're at 8:20? Okay. Let me know when it gets to 12 minutes, okay? Okay. All right. Parents, to book a room, here's the number and we're staying at the Embassy Suites in Acres Mill Road in Atlanta, Georgia. That's in the Galleria area near the mall. There's the prices for the doubles, and for the single is $109. You'll receive the same discount. Just call this number, tell them that you're a part of Memphis Youth Arts Initiative. You want to get one of the parent room blocks, okay? All right, so we're going out of here, and I'll take you to the itinerary. The itinerary for the trip lets you know exactly what we're doing. And so let me pull that up for you, and we'll take a look at that. This is a form. We had a form going around at the meeting. If you commit to going on the trip and you know you're going on the trip, just send me a text message. Send me a message and let me know so I can add you to this list. This list is just those who are confirming and agreeing and saying, I'm going on the trip, my child is going on the trip, and yes, here's my number, here's my name, and I'm signing to say and confirm that they're going. And I did that so that I can count the number of people that's going and make sure we have enough. We have to have 41 students and 11 chaperones. I have my 11 chaperones, but I have to have 41 students committed to going that's gonna pay the $250 in order to make this happen, okay? So let me pull up the itinerary for you so we can go over that. And then you'll see this is the itinerary. Memphis Youth Arts Initiative goes to the Hunter Valley of the Bands, okay? The trip description is as follows. Memphis Youth Performing Arts will travel to Atlanta, Georgia to visit the Hunter Valley of the Bands and perform at Mount Nebo Baptist Church, okay? The purpose of this trip, just to let you know a purpose, is the goal of the trip is to expose our students to the experience of performing with and around in the style of HBCU. We also are there to represent our community program, which is NYAI, and the city of Memphis, as the students showcase their talents. Students will get a chance to perform for Mount Nebo Baptist Church during their congregation during their morning service. Okay, we'll go straight to the detailed itinerary, and it is here. Friday the 24th, we'll depart at 5 p.m. from Holmes Road Elementary. It is a strict time. We need to leave between 5 and 5:30. Please make sure we get prepared for that so we can have everything ready the night before so we can have a smooth transition on leaving and departing that Friday evening. We'll arrive at the Golden Corral in Hoover, Alabama, in Birmingham. That's really Birmingham, Alabama, at 9 o'clock. And we'll also depart from there at 10:30, headed all the way straight to Atlanta to the hotel. The hotel is here. We should arrive around the 1 o'clock in the morning hour, and we're basically checking in and going straight to sleep. We'll depart from the hotel Saturday morning at 12:30 in the afternoon. From the time we wake up and the chaperones take the students to go eat breakfast, there's a little free time, and I have a pool time that I'm going to monitor and lifeguard the pool area from about 10 to 11:30.
It's 11 to 7.
All right, thank you. 11 from 10 to 11:30. And we'll have a pool time, and then at 12:30 we'll be dressed and ready to go to the Hunter Valley of the Bands. We'll be dropped off downtown at the Chick-fil-A, where we'll eat lunch, and lunch is at the responsibility of the student. And then we'll walk about 7 minutes walk from Chick-fil-A to the Mercedes-Benz Dome to attend the Hunter Valley of the Bands event. The event is scheduled to end around 6:30, and at that point we'll make a decision. There's a lot of construction that I was notified about.
12 o'clock.
Okay, thank you. There was some construction that I was notified about at the Georgia Aquarium. And so either we'll be walking to the aquarium from the Georgia Dome, or we'll ride the bus there. We'll make a decision there to enjoy the Georgia Dome.
Exotic cops, please report to the main office for dismissal. Teachers, please escort exotic cops to the front office. Thank you.
All right, and after the Georgia Dome, we'll be going to the Varsity Atlanta, which is a popular eatery in downtown Atlanta to eat dinner, and then we'll arrive back at the hotel at 11 p.m. The next morning on Sunday at 8 o'clock a.m., we'll be leaving the hotel and actually checking out from there, and we'll arrive at 8:45 at the Mount Nebo Baptist Church. We'll perform for the church, and the service begins at 9 a.m. We'll also enjoy the rest of the church service, and afterwards we may possibly be being fed lunch and hospitality and accommodated lunch by the church so that we can get on the road ready to roll. We'll get on the road, and either around the 2 o'clock hour or either a little bit after that in another city, we'll have a lunch stop or / dinner stop going into the evening, and the children will be fed, hungry, sleepy, tired, and ready to get with you at 7 p.m. when we arrive back at Holmes Road Elementary. So hopefully you guys are excited about the trip, and we want to make sure we get all the information together. It's important that we, it's really important that we get this trip done. We need to help each other. We have some parents with 3 students, so if anybody can sponsor a student or donate any extra money for other students, we want to make sure 41 kids go on this trip, and it's possible. This trip is over $10,000, but I've done it before. We've done it before. We can make this happen. We can do it. All right, so be thinking about that. If you want to use this trip as a Christmas gift, by all means do it. Again, a recap for Sunday, the Tin Roof Beale Street performance. The students will need to be at Tin Roof Restaurant by 2:30 p.m. dressed. The drumline, all students will need about $5 on them for dinner, just $5. The restaurant is giving us dinner at a discount rate for all the children so they can eat. The address for Beale Street is here. $5 for the restaurant. The attire is the same as it has been. The drumline needs to wear the whole NYAI black sweatshirt suit with black shoes and black baseball caps this time. Baseball caps. Make sure they kind of layer up. It's still cold outside. And if you don't have a uniform yet and you just came on the team, make sure you just wear all black from head to toe. and I'll accommodate you otherwise. The performance schedule is listed here. Drop off at 2:30, Tin Roof. 4 to 5 is the performance on Beale Street. At 3:30, we perform inside the restaurant. And from 5 to about 6:15, we'll be eating. And then we'll travel and carpool over to the Tiger Red Studio for their performance over there. The street behind Tin Roof, which is between the restaurant and the FedEx Forum, I do not know the name of that street, but it is the best route to take to drop the kids off, and you don't have to worry about picking them up from there because they'll be picked up from Holmes Road. But you can drop them off back there. It's a side street. There's the street that the FedEx Forum is on is 2nd Street. So you can come up that street from Martin Luther King and Vance or Danny Thomas is the easiest way. Go past the FedEx Forum, make that right on the side street, go behind Beale Street right there, and the Tin Roof is on the corner, and you can let them out right there or park there quickly and take them in the inside, okay? Mr. Garland works there, and he is also a part of the live band that's there, so you can let the kids go inside with them if you don't see me or Mr. Martin, because we'll be coming from Holmes Road, bringing the drums and meeting the kids there at 2:30. So I thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, make sure you give me a call. Thank you and have a blessed day.